my lips and begin yapping. Where is my lip liner? Please don't part there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Welcome to episode 1 of my little car chat series. Hi, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. And 15-year-old me is literally screaming right now. Like, what the fuck? And I just start off by saying, actually, I'm going to keep hiding this finger because it's not nail jet. I can't speak. It's not nail day just yet, but I have lost, well, actually, not just the one. I've lost a couple of nails. But you know what? Why have I just spat everywhere? You know what? We're gonna get through the video, so I'm gonna maybe hide it, but if I don't, please ignore my little stumpy nail, because I also don't like it either. Guess this is my first ever YouTube video, and I actually can't believe those words have just come out my mouth because genuinely, I've wanted to do this for at least 10 years, and I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of the reason I haven't done it is because I've always been. I don't know if I'm speaking too close to this mic as well. Sorry if you can hear like because that's something I need to get used to. But no, basically, I've wanted to do this since I was like literally 15 years old. I'm 26 now, and I've always been really bothered, more so when I was at school. But I mean, who isn't? Like, I feel like I feel like everyone kind of goes through that phase at school where you're a bit bothered by what people think and stuff, and I think that's kind of what put me off. So I just never did it, and I really, really wish I did because my only regret is that I didn't start any sooner. I mean, my favourite YouTubers are Megan Welsh, and also Madison Sarah. I love Holly Brooks. I love Sophia and Chintzia, obviously. And I mean, I could be living that life right now, and I'm not. So I'm starting now and starting today. And yeah, I just thought I'd start off with a little car chat because I love driving about, which I'm not doing now, but actually still. But no, I've got myself a little coffee. I've got a Starbucks white chocolate mocha with oat milk. My friend Shivani put me onto it. So I'm actually going to put you onto it now. It's really, really nice, and I'd recommend next time you're at Starbucks because I love them. Only thing is, I feel like they're quite high in calories, so I probably wouldn't choose to have it all the time, but I've got one today. So yeah, I think I'm literally probably about 10 minutes in, and I've not even started the video properly. Basically, just getting all comfy in my seat. Just a little bit about me. If you've come from TikTok, which I assume you have, thank you for even clicking on my channel, for even watching this video. I'll say it now, please. Again, like, feels really, really weird saying this. If you do like the video, please maybe leave a comment, subscribe, and of course like it because I could really do with the engagement. This is something that I really want to put my focus into, so it just means that I'll definitely create more content. Also on TikTok as well. I'm quite new to TikTok. I started making videos properly in June. So it's been about, how long is that? July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So it's probably been about 7 months now since I actually started making videos. I call myself a content creator because I guess I am, because I make the content. So yeah, I started that about 7 months ago, and like I say, wanted to do YouTube for years, haven't done it, and I'm going to start it today because life is too fucking short. Like, honestly, I feel like what's happened as well, I'd say more so when I turned 25, my frontal lobe developed. We'll go on to that in a bit because one of the topics that I want to speak about, I think, kind of came off the back of that. Wait, does that make sense? Yeah. One of the topics that I want to speak about, turning 25, I actually feel like was, I don't know if it's just placebo, but I did make a huge change in my life, and that is something I'm going to speak about. And I feel like that's just after my frontal lobe developed. What I was going to say was, I turned 26 in December, and I feel like I've just realised that genuinely life is too short, and I really don't want another 10 years to go by, and I'll be 36, maybe with kids, potentially hating my life if I haven't started what I wanted to do, because at the end of the day, the only person that can change that is me. Not to be really cringe, but one thing you'll actually learn about me is that I am quite a cringy girl. No, I'm quite a cringy person. I'm not gonna lie, but do you know what? I love a bit of cringe. I love it. Quotes get me through the day, and that's just me. I love a quote. I love I love being cringe, love the universe, I'm spiritual girly. So yeah, if that is a bit of you, then I think you should probably hit the subscribe button. Like I say, if you came from TikTok, thank you for coming and thank you for watching. I'm from Darlington in the northeast. Big up Darlow. So if I ever refer to Darlow, that is what I'm talking about. That is my hometown, and I'm currently living between here and Manchester. I work for a social media company and I absolutely love it. I've been single for just over 3 years now. I've only had one relationship in my life, and it was quite a serious relationship with him for nearly 6 years. But yeah, I've been single for just over 3 years now. And if I'm honest, right now, I actually am really enjoying this phase of my life. I feel like I've been through a lot of ups and downs, especially when it comes to like dating and stuff. I mean, I don't really do it all that often, to be fair. I'm not really a dating girl, but delicious. I don't really go on too many dates, to be fair, but I'm very, I'd say, content right now with being single. But again, I need to stop going off on tangents because these are all going to be little episodes where I speak about these things and these sorts of topics. Single, thriving, an amazing group of friends around me and family as well who are very supportive. So I feel like I'm actually rich in life, girl. So what was I going to say? Welcome to episode 1 of my little car chat series. I thought we could talk about different topics in life, like friendships, relationships, a little bit of dating, little bit of how to become independent, maybe finding yourself, that sort of thing. Because if you've watched any of my TikTok videos before, I kind of did something similar where I spoke about my career journey and how I got into working in social media. I am the big sister. I'm one of 6 and I am the oldest of 6. Obviously, I've got my friends and family around me, but I am the big sister. And I really wish growing up I had somebody to go to sort of ask them for advice and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I feel like that's kind of what I want to give, maybe like big sis energy. The first topic that I want to talk about is friendships. So, get ready, get your coffee, because I'm about to spill the tea. Oh! Here's to that. Friendships is a very, very tricky situation, I guess, and one that we're all going to have to navigate at one point in our lives. And I feel like it is a little bit hard as you grow up to sort of keep, what's the word, to sort of, I think it's really hard once you leave school to basically keep friendships, I suppose. And obviously, a lot of things change in everybody's lives. Like people that you grew up with, maybe from being young and like going to school, that sort of thing. Like friendships really do change when you leave school. I'm just going to talk about like my own personal experiences here. Yeah, it's hard to navigate when you leave school. Luckily for me, when I did leave school, I kept in contact with all of my friendship group. We all like moved out of our hometown, got jobs and stuff like that. So I moved to London when I was like 17. What I think maybe isn't spoken about enough is kind of like how you can sort of maybe change as a person. We're not 16, 17 years old anymore, like especially speaking now, I'm 26 now. I'm a very different girl to what I was when I was 16. A recent situation that happened to me, and this is where I say I feel like the frontal lobe developed. I could be completely making this up, but it did all happen a couple of months after I turned 25, but I decided to cut off my friendship group. And that was purely because I just felt like we are completely different people now. And that was it, really. I feel like we just all changed as people. It's really hard when that happens because, similar to a relationship with a boyfriend or girlfriend, you have to sort of like nurture these relationships. And I feel like it can be really hard when nothing like major had happened. It was more just like we're just different people. Sometimes it's necessary. And yeah, it was a bit of a tricky one, really, but I made that decision and I don't regret it. So I will say, if you are very similar to me in that sense, where you're just like, do you know what, it's not working for me anymore, and I just don't think we should be friends, then that's absolutely fine. Any breakup, whether it's a friendship breakup or a romantic breakup, it's still going to be really hard. But as long as you trust your gut, um, and do it as best as you can, then that's absolutely fine. Because I know sometimes it can be hard. It's like when you end a relationship, like a romantic relationship, for no reason, like you kind of just fallen out of love, like it kind of, it's a bit shit because you might potentially still think about that person, or there's no right or wrong way of doing it, basically. But just as long as it's making you happy, you are like you are genuinely like the number one priority in your life. There's like you literally have to do things that are going to make you happy, and that's kind of how I felt in that situation. I was like, if I stay here, I'm not going to be happy. It is what it is. We all grow as people, and that's absolutely no shade at all, genuinely, because I know that the circle that I have around me are very close. They're people that actually support me and encourage me, and I hope I do the same back for them as well. That is what I would expect in a friendship. Like, I'd hope that I'm giving that to somebody and they're giving it back to me. Do you know what I mean? So you sort of like bounce off each other. I've got a very small circle, but I genuinely wouldn't have it any other way. I think it's so important when you get older to really just have people around you that if they don't inspire you, if they don't encourage you, if they're not there for you in like your like deepest darkest moments, then they're not friends and they shouldn't be in your life. So yeah, but also you should make sure you're doing that back as well. It works both ways, and that is how I think that's kind of how the longevity of friendships comes about. You have to basically put yourself in your friend's shoes and think, would I be happy if they treat me like this? And if the answer is no, then don't do that. Wait, is that right? I want to be treated how people treat me. No. And also, I guess learning boundaries and stuff is a huge, huge part. Um, Literally one of the key things I'd say in friendships is communication as well, or in any relationship in general, to be fair. One really important thing to longevity of friendships is being able to communicate, and it's something that I'm still learning. And and we're always still going to be learning. Like, it's never going to be like, I'm never gonna be perfect. Like, no one's ever gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? So it's just about communication, and that is something that my current friends have taught me, and I'm so thankful for it because it genuinely, I think, benefits our relationships massively. Say longevity to friendships is communication. I'd say trust as well, and I'd say being there for them no matter what, but like in being there for them, not only in their darkest times, but also in their best times as well. Like, everyone's gonna have hurdles. It's all part of the journey. Like, that is just life. Like, we're never gonna get through life and it be all rainbows and sunshine, whatever. Like, not to be cliche, but it is true. Like, that is just how it is. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just making sure that you're there for them as a friend, be it good or bad, and communication 100%, because at the end of the day, people move to different countries, people move to different places, cities, like towns, whatever. Like, people move, people go to uni, start jobs, and the main thing is communication, whether you're FaceTiming them, sending them voice notes, like messaging them, whatever. It could be on fucking Instagram, TikTok, whatever. As long as you're keeping in contact with them, that is the main thing, because effort goes a long, long way and it never goes unnoticed. So like I say, I am not the perfect friend, by the way. That this is not me saying like, oh, like I did, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I am the worst replier. My friends will literally, like, they would literally say that about me, and that's so fine because it's so true. Like, I literally I have like a little 10-minute like texting spree, and then I won't reply for like 3 weeks. Like, it's literally that or nothing. So yeah, I'm even learning from my own advice as well, but. That is kind of what I think makes friendships last and makes a good friend. If they're not adding value to your life, cut them off, get rid of them. Another thing in friendships as well, which, oh, it's a bit of a sticky one, but jealousy. Jealousy is a big thing in life. And again, not sitting here saying I've never been jealous of anyone. It's health. I feel like it's kind of healthy to be jealous when if you're doing it in a sense of, like, for example, Maya Jama is my favorite person on this planet. I think she's fucking stunning. I think she's so funny, and I think she's unreal at what she does. I think she's born to be a presenter, and I see her out and about living her life and everything. And yeah, like, obviously I sometimes get a little bit jealous, for example. I'd be like, oh, I wish that was me, or I wish I was doing that. But it's healthy when you see that and you turn it into, well, no, because if she's done that and she's just a girl from Bristol, like, didn't have the most amazing upbringing, whatever, like, you know what I mean? If she can do it, I can do it. And it's about, I guess, it's like having a healthy jealousy. Is that, I feel like healthy and jealousy actually really, really contradict each other because I feel like they probably don't go in the same sentence together. But you know what I mean? It's fine to sort of have like healthy jealousy. I guess motivation. We'll put it as motivation. That's what we'll say. Using that as kind of like motivation. And again, in friendships as well. You might see your friend has just got this new job, or they've just bought a house, or they've just got a car, or I don't know, literally anything, and you might feel like a little wave of jealousy or whatever. But if you're like, no, that's my friend, like that's her time to shine, or that's his time to shine, whatever, then that's kind of how you should see it. Be like, no, this is their time to shine. It's not about me right now. This is about them, and I'll get my time when it comes. Um, but again, like speaking from personal experiences, I would say I've had jealous friends, and I don't like saying that. I say that lightly because I feel like when please don't park there. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was really happy about the lighting. I feel like that van's just taking it. But anyway, yeah, so I use that really lightly because I feel like um I don't want to be like, oh, like they're jealous of me, they're this, they're that. Like, but I do think in certain situations this person was a little bit jealous. The reason I say that is because I felt like when I had my good news and stuff, I just felt like they weren't very happy for me, or it felt very like forced. And I'm not saying like jump up and down with joy, do you know what I mean? Like that's not what I'm saying, but I think it is important as a friend. You should celebrate moments with people when they get a new job or whatever it is, whatever the situation is. It could be something like I don't know, it could be something really minor. It doesn't even have to be like anything, big. But you should, as a friend, you should be proud of them. You should want to support them. You should want to see them win. And I feel like this particular person didn't, and that's fine. And I realized, okay, like fine. Like it happened a few times and I was just like, oh, like whatever, like that's just how they are. But when I actually deep it, I don't want my friends to be like that. I want my friends to clap for me when I've had my good moments. You know what I mean? Like so, and I think it's so fair to say that, and I think everyone should want that as well. If you've got a healthy, supportive circle around you, be it friends and family, by the way, then they should clap for you when you're doing well. Again, jealousy can be a thing in friendships. Like I say, if it's like a healthy jealousy, like motivation sort of thing, amazing. And you should definitely strive for that 100%. Oh my God. I'm literally just sat in Morrison's car park with a little microphone in my car and people are walking by. If they're not adding value to your life in any way, shape, or form, then please just get rid of them because honestly, you'll sleep so much better at night, like genuinely. And like I say, life is genuinely too short. We have one life, guys. Literally got one life. Not to be cringe, but it's true. And at the end of the day, it's your life. You know, you should have people come and go as you please. It's up to you who you want in your circle. It's up to you who you want in your life, and that is so fine. And it's fine to be selfish. It's fine to have that. That is kind of like my take on friendships. Like I say, we're always like learning and growing, and friends will come and go. But as long as you've got your core circle, that's all that matters. And that core circle could be different for everyone. Everyone's got different values in life, and whatever aligns with your value, those should be the people that are in your circle. So, yeah, that is the tea on friendships. Thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it. And also, if there's anything you'd like to see from me, please let me know. Remember to also follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well. It's Brogan-Leigh _. I think it's that across all of my channels, to be fair. But yeah, please give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like this sort of content, then make sure you come back. Episode 2 will be coming soon, and I think it's going to be about dating and why you should stay single until you're ready. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. No, why the fuck am I humming like that? Bye.